A free and fair election is defined by certain ingredients. First, it must be by secret ballot. It is in the public domain that people, especially in Mbeere and Malava, were told, go and take a screenshot of your ballot, send it to us, we'll give you 5,000 shillings. Over and above the inducement that prevailed before the voting day. Just a lump sum. Second ingredient is a little bit wider. It says the election must be free from violence, intimidation, improper influence, or corruption. And I will emphasize Mbeere and Malava. The rest of the other National Assembly elections were relatively free and fair, save for the intermittent violence we experienced in Homa Bay. But for Mbeere and Malava, there can be no doubt whatsoever that there was no free and fair election. Let me speak about Malava. You saw what happened in Malava. Several vehicles were torched. 2 people were shot dead. More than 50 people were critically injured. Fundamentally, several cabinet secretaries and the Speaker of the National Assembly were there influencing the manner in which voters were to make their choice. I don't have a problem with an elected leader campaigning. So there is no problem with Boni Khalwale. There is no problem with George Walker Natembeya being there. But there's a big problem of Oparanya being there. There is a big problem of Mudavadi being there. Because they're precluded from doing this. They're doing that amounts to undue influence. The deployment of a heavy battalion of police officers to intimidate. In one of our rallies in Malava on that Friday, just demolished every facility that we put in place. You understand? And then look at what was circulated, and I think this is not in the realm of conjecture. You saw the woman rep distributing mattresses, blankets. You understand? A woman rep. And at one point in time, and I think, Moreo, there is an admiration I have for you Kikuyus. At least you people were given money. The financial ecosystem in Mbeere must have improved, so there's a flood of money. At one point in time, I felt so sad seeing these Luya mamas and babas being given a slice of bread, in fact 2 slices of bread and a bottle of soda, and singing Dakwa's name. You can imagine. That is the labyrinthal level of inducement that permeated this election. But I had a chat yesterday with somebody who told me, look, you know, for that voter in Malava who has been sleeping on a dry floor several years, a mattress is more important to him or her than the choice of good leadership. That mama or mzee who hasn't had food for several days, a bottle of soda and 2 slices of bread are more important to him or her than the choice of good leadership. Therein lies the problem. And as a matter of fact, we will not blame the people. We will blame the leaders, because it is indicative of the level of poverty in Malava. Who is responsible for the level of poverty in Malava? It's the national government, it's the people in office, because they haven't ensured equitable distribution.